Okay, so I have the Pastor wireless mic on and I have it on my ear. Woohoo! And so I'm going to talk while I get this. So there's the wireless Pastor. Of course, we can't hear it right now. It's muted and the volume is down. And so this is basically essentially how to get levels and everything. And you can do this before you start mixing. So one thing you want to make sure you get a good, a nice healthy signal here. And honestly, I don't even turn up my fader until I get a good signal here. So I'm going to keep that down, and I'm going to adjust my gain. Let's pretend it's all the way down. I'm going to, whoop, I'm on the wrong one. I was on the room mic. So there's a good thing to make sure you hit, if you want to adjust any channel, any settings on a channel, you need to make sure you hit select on the channel you want to adjust. And then the mixer becomes the channel strip for that channel. So I hit select, and now let's pretend this was all the way down already. And I'm going to keep talking. 1, 2. You'll see that is a really low signal. That is way too low. And this goes for kick drum, snare drum, guitar, whatever. As they're playing, have them play. And as they're playing, turn up. So I'm going to start turning up the gain. And what you'll see, check 1, 2, 2, as I keep talking, you'll see those levels go up. And I want to get a good, healthy level. Right there is pretty good. I'd like to bring it to about -12, and that gives you plenty of headroom to make your adjustments on the fader. And now this is going to vary from person to person and player to player, depending on how light they play or how hard they play, or how heavy or light they talk. If I'm getting up to the clip area, I don't want that. That's going to sound really bad. You'll see this little light come on beside comp. And that's a compressor. That's showing that it's compressing. I put a compressor on all of these just to help regulate the levels. And you'll also see, you also have a meter right here. It's a little more, you've got more steps in it. So you can actually see a clear picture of about where it's hitting. And I want my peaks to hit, maybe -6. If I turn it way up here, oh, there we go. Now we're clipping. You'll see a red light. Ah, it's too much. Hey. That light's actually red, but you can't tell from this. That's weird. This camera. But anyway, yep. So I'm going to bring it up to about here. Now, with a Pastor's wireless mic, it might just be too much gain, and you kind of use your ears and you back it back down. But for now, I'm just going to use this. Okay, cool. I've got a good, healthy level, and I'm going to unmute it. Check, check, check. I'm going to bring it up, and you can hear. And you can see it's already this loud. It's got a lot of room to go. That's probably actually too much gain for this particular type of mic. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to bring it down. The more you bring up the gain, the more you bring up the noise and the possibility of feedback. You'll hear some feedback there, and that needs to be whittled out. Of course, I'm back here in the sound booth in front of the speakers, so this is not accurate of how we're going to typically do this. But anyway. So just kind of make your judgment call there. But I do the same thing anyway on any of these mics to get a good signal.